YouTube, you already know who it is, man. It's your baby Tef Fleazy. Not too easy, but definitely a little too sleazy. And today, we're going to be doing a reaction video to the Roommate. It's supposed to be a little scary story. You know, I don't really get scared. I'm paranoid, but I don't know if that's the same thing. You feel me? But whatever. We're going to dive right into it.
This video is sponsored by NordVPN. More details at the end. Looking for a new roommate is always a daunting task.
I wouldn't trust roommates. I don't look for roommates, so that's the problem right there.
You don't truly find out who they are until you start living with them. I had begun searching for a roommate after I decided to leave my current residency. I was contacted a couple of hours after placing an ad on the Facebook Marketplace. The message read,
"Hey Chris, I'll be moving out of
Don't tell me you're gonna fall for her because she's a female? Don't do this, Chris!
In California this year. I'm 27 and
don't do this, Chris!
When I'm not at school, I enjoy hiking and watching movies. I also apprentice.
You know what? I'm not even gonna blame Chris. That she's a female. Who wouldn't want a room with a female, right?
It's always been a fun hobby of mine. Anyway, I'm looking forward to hearing back from you. Have a great day, Lunaire."
My first and most obvious reaction after reading the message was to check her profile.
Yeah, check her
She was
profile, bro.
height,
Check that.
Had long, messy blonde hair and green eyes. In her profile picture, I saw her standing with a man and a woman shoulder to shoulder. They each adorned goofy grins and held up peace signs. Under the photo, the caption read, "Love my roommates."
Where are those roommates she had? Where are those two at?
Send her a message back. The sun beat down on us as we hoisted various objects to the second floor of our new apartment. It took us a couple days to get everything out of the moving trucks and into our new place, but as soon as we did, a wave of relief washed over our sweat-drenched and sore bodies. After a couple more hours of rearranging, we each grabbed a beer from the fridge and sat on the porch.
Never trust a female that drinks beer!
We obsessed over as kids.
Don't even trust a man that drinks beer, let alone a female!
I truly felt relaxed and confident that things were going to work out. A week later, I started a new job for a construction company that was owned by a good friend of mine. As I was getting ready, I heard the front door swing open. I walked into the living room to see Lunaire.
Yo, hold on, we bring another man in the crib?
Large box.
That's a no-go, my guy.
What you got there? I asked.
David?
A restrained grunt.
I don't know you like that, but what are you doing in my crib? What you doing in my... Yeah, come here, stupid. Little dummy.
I hope that's alright.
I was obviously hesitant at first, as there was no mention of this happening in the first place, but I eventually accepted and returned to my room to continue getting ready for work. I came home at around 9 p.m. after having a couple of beers with friends and noticed that the freezer was nestled snugly in the lower part of the pantry. A low hum could be heard reverberating off of the inner walls. I was curious to see what was inside, but didn't want to intrude.
Well, look inside, Dumbo!
So I went into my room
Little
and
idiot!
changed into more comfortable clothing.
Hold on, is that blood? No, don't speed past that.
And started making a sandwich. I opened the fridge and grabbed what I needed. As I turned around, I stubbed my toe.
Not even gonna lie, when you stub that toe,
exasperating
yikes!
Through my frustration, I slammed the fridge door shut and checked my toe to see if there was any bleeding. As I raised my head back up, I was greeted by a shadowy figure. Lunaire was standing in the door.
Calm down. Now you on weird stuff.
The darkness behind her almost seemed to envelop her.
"Is everything okay?"
she said in a deadpan tone. "Shit, yeah, I'm sorry. I just slammed my toe into the corner of the countertop as I was making a sandwich. I hope I didn't wake you."
Why's she looking like that?
She said, in the same deflated tone as before.
Go back in the room, little dummy!
And walked back into the darkness of her room. I could tell that she was pissed. So I
slap that jelly on there.
Back to my room as well, only hearing the low hum from the freezer as I closed my door. I had the next day off, so I was able to sleep in a little longer than usual. When I finally emerged from my room, I walked into the kitchen to make breakfast. As I opened the refrigerator, I noticed that the light wasn't turning on and there was a lack of cold air escaping from inside. I turned around and flipped the light switch to confirm my suspicion. Sure enough, the power was out. Damn it.
The boys ain't paying the light now?
I walked over to Lunaire's room and knocked on her door to tell her about the power outage if she didn't already know, but there was no answer. I then remembered that she had classes that day and probably wasn't home. I walked back to the kitchen and past the pantry. As I did, I slipped on the floor.
First bro stubbed his toe, now he's slipping? Come on now.
What the? I angrily exclaimed.
Little numb nuts.
I looked down at the floor, trying to figure out what I had slipped on.
Bro, what's up with this blood?
It was blood, and it started to leak from the corner of the freezer.
Bro, peek in there, bro. Look in there, bro. Look what's in that freezer.
I opened the freezer to find out the cause of the viscous liquid.
She put a lock on it? Nah.
Lock attached to it.
Raps after that, my guy. You gotta move states.
I ran out to my car and grabbed my toolbox from the back seat. I approached the freezer and set my tools down on the nearby
Bro, then got the handy-mandy set, trying to open it.
I pair of bolt cutters and snapped through the metal of the padlock. It fell to the ground with a large thud. I creaked open the top of the freezer and was greeted with a putrid stench that permeated my nostrils. I quickly pinched my nose and walked away gagging in response. I guess I should have realized that was gonna happen, I muttered to myself in between gags. After gaining my composure, I grabbed some gloves from under the sink and started taking inventory. I could see a couple of dead birds in plastic bags wedged into the corners of the freezer.
Yeah, bro.
I took each bag out and set them in the trash.
Yeah, bro, she gotta go. She gotta bounce.
That's when I noticed that the blood was coming from the corner of the larger black bag. I don't know why, but I decided to open the top of the bag and peer inside. I was greeted by large, milky white eyes, a swollen black tongue surrounded by cracked and bloated lips, and the matted hair of a human head. I swiftly dropped the bag and fell backwards onto the floor.
What the f-
My breathing had ceased to exist, and I grabbed the
Bro, get out the crib now! Run, bro, run! She about to come home, I promise you.
Then ran out the door, got into my car.
Yes, bro.
As I sat in the interrogation room with a blanket over my shoulders, I couldn't.
Yeah, I like to report a crazy woman. She got a head in the freezer. Yep. She got a head in the. Yo, no. No, I'm not gonna be on hold. Come now.
Nair's profile picture. It was her old roommate, the one she said was moving to California. When the detective entered the room, she started the questioning process, asking me if I started noticing any weird behavioral occurrences around the apartment. Yeah, I stubbed my toe the other day and she creepily stood in the doorway. It seemed like she was pissed, but for some reason I had a strange feeling like she was concerned about something. That's when I connected the dots. She didn't come out into the kitchen because she heard me stub my toe. She came out into the kitchen because she thought I slammed the freezer instead of the fridge. A cold sweat started to form on my forehead as my surroundings became blurred. I could hear a low whine slowly starting to cover up the words of concern from the detective. As my vision started to clear, I could see another officer enter the room and whisper something into her ear as he handed her a piece of paper. "Do you have somewhere you could stay at?" she asked.
Bro, better have somewhere to stay.
I mean, I was planning on staying with my
go to your
parents.
parents.
They live about 30 minutes outside of town. Okay, she paused. Listen, I don't want to worry you, but we found this picture inside of your apartment.
Nah, what's the picture?
Across the table, and I immediately felt like someone kicked me in the chest. The head of Nair's other roommate sat on the chair. In the background, scrawled on the wall in blood, read, "Love my roommates. All of them."
Yo, I don't know about that story. I don't know about that one. She cutting off people's heads, putting them in deep freeze. She killing animals, birds. How are you catching birds to kill them? And then sticking it. You going to people's houses, sticking it in a freezer? I don't know. I don't know about that one. That was kind of suspect right there. Off jump, that was suspect. She drunk beer. She drinks beer, bro. That was a red light right there. I don't know. That wasn't really scary. You feel me? It was just weird. It was suspect. It was weird. It wasn't scary. But, I mean, it was a good little storyline. But, you know, that's the end of this video. You know, like, comment, subscribe, watch my other videos. You know, comment other videos, scary videos y'all think y'all want me to react to. And I'll do that. Alright, I'm out.